World at lunchtime.
Woo!
Or lunchtime with Pro World.
Either
Flip
way,
that around.
that's fine.
We are printing mouse pads today.
Oh, hello, Jess. Welcome.
So, yes, Jess just popped in. We're doing mouse pads. Everything you need to know about mouse pads. How to print them, what products to print on them, if you have a sublimation printer, an inkjet printer, stock transfers, vinyl. Whew, I think that's it.
I was going to say, there's really, the opportunities are literally endless.
So everything you need to know about a mouse pad and what can go on a mouse pad and how to apply it, we are here to show you today. So we're good to go?
Everything's good to go.
All right.
Nathan's here with us already. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
And remember, those of you out there viewing, so far we got about 14 viewers. Please share.
Yes, share. And so, all right, the first one we're going to do today is sublimation onto a mouse pad. That's probably the most basic one. So
Definitely.
If you have a sublimation printer out there, this is going to show you how to print it. We are going to do Bianca's dog.
My stupid little dog.
So you put your mouse pad face up. So white side face up. Take your puppy face down. And I'm just going to kind of adjust it here because you could tape it or just kind of lay it on top, whichever.
Which way do you prefer?
The taping keeps it steady for you so you don't have this like guesswork,
Okay.
but I don't have my tape, so we'll just do it this way. I'm getting this weird like glare thing going on. Okay. And take it in 1, 2, 3, flip.
Non-stick sheet as
Non-stick
always.
sheet.
Item
And
1191.
close and lock your heat press.
And we're doing it at 400 degrees for 30 seconds with, what do you say, medium to light pressure or?
For sublimation, you can do medium.
Okay.
So that would be fine. And we're going to do a couple different samples of sublimation because then we're going to add stuff on top. So these first couple are all going to be sublimation, and then we're going to lower our heat press down so we can press all the other items. 5, 4.
We need the
3,
Jeopardy countdown. Our music
2.
man's not here today.
No, our DJ is out of the building.
Let me know
Alright.
if you need the tape, because I can
Oh,
get
we
that
don't need
for
the
you.
tape.
Do you need a glove?
And these
No.
mouse pads are rubber, so I know you're noticing a lot of smoke. That's normal. It's okay. The heat press is not catching on fire.
All right.
Very nice.
So that's number 1, and I'm just going to increase my pressure a little bit because I noticed that there was a little bit. You know what, Jess? If you could grab the tape for me. I think the tape is going to get the edges because I see here, and just so you guys can see, there's like a haze on the outside edge. That haze, I don't know if my zoom in feature is working the best,
I think you're doing all right.
but that haze is just to kind of show you that this area didn't get the ink as tight as it should have. And to kind of fix that, we're going to tape this one and see if that makes a difference, which it should. And even keeping it on a little bit longer. I went for 30 seconds. Let's try 45 seconds for this one.
Okay.
And we'll see what our difference is.
Yeah, Ashley mouse pads are back in stock. Item number
Oh.
4488.
Good Lord.
We have a lot of them in stock.
Yes, a whole lot. And
Jess
also,
knows a lot of numbers.
Adriana, we do sell sublimation printers. We sell the Virtuoso SG400 and the SG800. Also, we sell the bypass trays separately if you wish to go the larger route for your end print size.
Okay, my mouse pad is ready.
Don't forget to change the time on the heat press.
Cover sheet, yes. We're gonna bump it up. I'm just gonna go 60 seconds.
The SG400s, if you purchase the starter package, typically start, I believe, about $6.99. You'll get the inks, the Creative Studio. You'll also get a pack of paper and the printer.
So really everything you need to get started, just like the starter pack says.
Yes. So this one we're gonna do sublimation bottom. So mermaid scales.
And it's gonna look a little faded when you print it out, but once you press it, the color will come very
Yes.
bright and vibrant.
And then we're gonna do a stock transfer, or custom.
Yeah, it's
What's
custom.
this one? Custom.
Custom.
A custom transfer on top of it. So that way we'll kind of, that'll be our second round when the heat press is kind of cooled down. We'll show you how to print custom transfers right on top. 20 seconds. We got some time.
And for those of you wondering how we're sublimating on the mouse pads, they do have, if you notice, this side is rubber, but this side is actually polyester material coated. I don't want to say coated because that's more of the polymer.
Right.
So what would you
Yeah,
say?
I think it's just polyester material. It has like a
Material
white
on the
yeah.
outer lining.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. See if this one makes any better. Oh, this one's so much better.
Yeah, it
so
makes
that
a lot
was
of
the
sense.
difference.
So tape
Ooh,
is
the
needed.
smooth.
We should
It's
have
like
brought
an
a man in here
illusion.
today.
This is pretty hot too, by the way.
Maybe
All
you
right.
should use some gloves.
So
Oh,
zoomed
thank you.
in,
Grab the glove.
nice little mermaid scales.
Wait, I still have
So this will be perfect. And we're just gonna set this one aside so that way we can print our other ones and that way we're ready to go. We're just gonna put that right on
Not a
top.
problem.
All right, this one, sublimation again, but we're gonna print vinyl on top of it for our next round. So, go.
Trash can.
And let's get this one set.
Hi, Butch. Welcome to the show.
We're gonna do some cocktails for this one. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Funny you're doing cocktails when Butch gets on. After last time you talked about how we were acting.
Oh, just got me a glove. If you tuned in last week, they did not eat lunch without me this time.
No, we did not.
Okay. So we're gonna flip it.
And yes, Nathan, we're doing the background image with sublimation. Then we're going to come back and put the top image as a custom transfer. Is it weird? I kind of like the smell.
No, I know. I don't.
It's one of
I
those
don't
weird
mind it.
smells
I don't
you
like-
like.
I don't
Like
like this-
gasoline.
I don't like the smell.
Yeah, gasoline.
Yeah, that smells
Ugh.
good.
Pool
I mean,
liners.
What are we talking about? Like, this
Just
weird,
secret smells
weird
you like.
smells. No. Ugh.
I mean, the smoke is kind of alarming, but you know, other than that, it's okay.
So this is going to be our third sublimation one.
Yes.
And then we're going to jump into doing the 601 paper, our Jet Pro paper. I stole the item number. Sorry, Jess. She's usually our resident item number queen. But we're going to do the Jet Pro paper. That's for your inkjet printer. That can go on white, colored, or light fabric, which is perfect for your mouse pad.
Absolutely.
So we're going to show you, if you don't have a sublimation printer, your next option, an inkjet printer.
Which most people have, and it's very popular, you know, to make your own shirts. You could definitely do it on the mouse pads.
Yes, actually, it's normal sometimes for the print to look kind of dull on a sublimation print, but then when you press it, the colors will come out vibrant. If not, then you may have to do some adjusting to your color guide.
Perfect
So here-
examples
yeah.
right here.
I'm going to show you a side by side since I print extras. Did I flip that? Oh yeah, wow, that was weird. All right, so you can see this is unprinted or printed from the SG form. Oh, wow.
That's why
Sorry,
we have the
I'm
glove.
sorry. I thought I was going to do it. I couldn't. Oh, I almost lost my vinyl. Come back. Okay, so this is printed with your SG 400, and then this is heat pressed. So you can kind of, I don't know, can you?
Yep.
Yes.
You
Am
can
I
see the
good?
difference,
Okay.
Absolutely.
So this is a little bit dull, and that's fine. That's how it's supposed to print. And then when you print it from your heat press, all the colors release, and then you get a nice, brilliant, vibrant color.
Absolutely.
All right, so that one goes over there.
Amanda, the reason why we're doing it as separate prints, one is to show you the different options that you do have, and two is because our stock transfers are copyright from the manufacturer, so we cannot alter them in any way. So if a customer really wants a certain design but they want it tweaked, this is the way to get around that. You could do the same thing with shirts. If you have your own logo you want to put on, you can do one press and then add our stock transfer on as well. So that's why we didn't Photoshop the images together,
Right.
because that is a stock copyright transfer, and the one in the background is something that Danielle put together.
I thought it was gonna bump down for me.
And thank you, Anita McCrancy. She said we look
Oh.
good. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
It's my birthday.
Thanks, Mom. That's my mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
We do not sell coasters in this material because it is actually a material, like a cloth material, that would get damaged. But we do have sublimation coasters. So if you do have a sublimation printer, you can sublimate the designs on the top of the coasters.
So I'm just letting the heat press cool down a bit. So I did turn it off. That's not the ideal way to drop your temperature, but I have to go from 400 down to 375. So I wanted to kind of cool off a bit faster. So I just shut it off for a little bit, and hopefully when I turn it back on, it'll be around that temperature that I need for the 601 paper, the Jet Pro for light fabrics. So that should hopefully get me where I need to be. And let's see what else we got here. And the other ones are all about that same temperature as well. Let me see where I'm at.
Karen, the difference between a
interesting.
sublimation transfer and a custom transfer. Custom transfers can go, depending on the transfer, on both lights and dark colors. Sublimation can only go on either 100% polyester in the color white or off-white, a very light color, or it can go on polymer-coated products. You need a specialty printer or specialty inks for the sublimation. Let's see if we have any other questions. And thank you, Michelle. Say happy birthday.
Yeah, flood in the happy birthdays to Jess. It is her birthday today, and she is here with you guys.
Yes.
Doing Facebook
I
Live.
feel very honored to have her here today.
It's like lunch, but no lunch.
Right.
We'll let you go out for your birthday afterwards.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I'm at like 383, so I'm almost there.
So what temperature and time does the 601 need?
375.
Got it.
So our next two, the 601 paper, the Jet Pro, is 375, and then we're gonna do an HD print for a stock transfer. So that's
Yes.
also gonna be at that same temperature, the 375. So we're just gonna. Oh, I can actually adjust my time.
Patty, you said how much is it from your inner printer? I'm not sure what that question is referencing. So if you can, again, comment just a little bit more elaborate so we can answer that question for you.
Okay, we are now going to do, because we're dropped down here. This is our Jet Pro paper. On the back side, mirror image. So you're going to print your design reverse. We're just going to do some buildings. We also did, I already kind of printed one in advance to make sure it worked out. So that's going to be there. And this one, same pressure and all that kind of thing for is the Sublimation Medium to Heavy.
Do you recommend the tape for this one as well?
You know, I didn't do it for that one because this one kind of, once it heats up, it has like a sticky surface almost, like kind of like a, I don't want to say adhesive, but it'll stick once it's heated. The Sublimation doesn't stick at all. So you'll actually see, like, I'm going to have to peel this sheet off when we're pressing it. Whereas the Sublimation, you just kind of brush the paper off.
You can blow it off. Like.
Yeah, there's nothing sticky. There's nothing sticky about the Sublimation paper.
Okay, Patty. The one you would need for the inkjet printer is actually what Danielle is demonstrating now. So you would need a Canon, Lexmark, or an Epson is what we recommend. You want to stay away from Brother, Dell, or HP brand printers because they do not work well with paper. They run too hot inside. But this is the paper here you will want to use with your inkjet printer. And Terry, the Transpro mug presses have not come in yet. Should be about
30th.
Yes, by the 30th they should be coming in.
That's like about next week we should get them in.
Okay, and this one's almost done.
Awesome.
And then you can see I am physically peeling. Still very hot.
Yes.
Okay.
It's right there for you.
Because I need it.
Yes.
And thank you for all the birthday wishes, and here's our end result.
There you go. So, inkjet paper, 601, light colored fabric. So it works great on fabrics, but you can also do mouse pads. So it really gives you that option. If you don't have a sublimation printer, grab an inkjet. Epson ink. We use the Epson inkjet printer, the C88, maybe. I think that's the. I think that's the model. But you can see, like, it looks just as good as any of the other prints. It just gives you another option.
Absolutely.
Okay, on to the next. We're just getting them out here.
And use the same ink that's inside of your printer. What's special is the coating that's on the paper. That's what makes it really stick. And this is interesting. I've done this before. I haven't told them. But after I use the sublimation print, the image is still very, very nice. So if you want to frame this, you can.
Frame the old paper.
You want to gift it out to someone?
I have enough pictures of my dog.
You can.
Gosh.
That's a great idea, though.
Okay, so again, this one is going to stick to the surface. So I'm not going to tape it because it is different.
You're going to have to peel it just like you did the last time,
wrong
right?
way. All right, Done. And close and lock.
And these are just our standard heat transfers that we carry. We have about
Yeah.
5,000 to 7,000
Now
of
watch
them.
that time. We're still at 30 seconds.
I was. 10. Done.
Good call.
That only takes 10 to 12 seconds.
I had it still for 30. My bad. So look at that. Done. So in the matter of a couple minutes, we have successfully printed.
2, 4, 6.
How easy. But we're going to go back to
5.
those. Let me go ahead and I'm going to bump my temperature down to 325 so we can do our custom transfer on
Right.
top of our sublimated design.
So here is the mermaid one.
Okay, so the brands that we recommend again for inkjets are Canon, Epson, and Lexmark. You do not want to use HP, Brother, or Dell to answer that question.
Turn that off.
You do not have to, let me see. You can use a Canon SMG 5400. Let's see here. There was another question. Where is a good place to buy much bigger blanks? I'm not, we have a large variety of blanks, but for larger size ones, you may just want to, do a quick Google search.
It really depends on what blank you're looking for.
True.
Because the printers can only print so big.
Right.
So that you are kind of restricted on what the width, I guess, that
Right.
you can use.
Now, would you be able to use light laser paper as well, or no?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Jess, have you ever tested that? The 301 paper, the Laser Soft?
I have never tested it, but I feel it should still work like the 601 works.
It probably will, because it's very similar feel.
Okay.
So I would probably say yes.
Because she's looking for blanks, like gaming mat blanks.
Hmm.
Yes, you can watch all our old videos. They are listed under our help section. All our old Facebook Lives, all our previously recorded webinars. I'm not sure if you guys
Yeah.
are familiar, but we do have webinars as well.
They're great. They're great in helping you get started with designing your own designs, and really everything you need to just get started and keep going.
Lisa, I do not recommend using the paper with the HP printer that you have. Some customers have luck with the light color paper.
Which
through
is
an
what this
HP,
is.
Which
Okay.
is what this is, the 601 paper. But definitely not with the dark because it has a thicker coating on it, so it can melt in your printer, fuse to the rollers.
364.
What do we have to get down to?
325.
Okay.
So we're going to be sitting here for a while.
How is
with
the
you.
quality compared between Jet Pro transfers and Sublimation transfers?
What was the first part? I'm sorry.
The quality
Oh.
comparing between like transfer paper and Sublimation transfer paper.
For mouse pads, you don't feel a difference. Color, you're not going to see much of a difference. Sublimation is designed to feel, especially for fabrics, it dyes the fibers of the garment to make them very flexible. When you're on a mouse pad, it's already a stiffer product anyway.
Right.
So that feature with sublimation, you're not really going to feel a difference when using the inkjet paper. And the colors are going to be just as good, whatever inkjet printer you have, and if you like the colors that come out with your inkjet printer, that's the colors that you're going to get on your mouse pad. So, colors, if you're happy with how your inkjet prints, then you'll be happy with how your mouse pad prints.
Absolutely.
Karen will be happy to help you figure out price and numbers on paper. If you want to give us a call, our number is 1-800-678-8289 or email us at service@proworldinc.com and we'll be happy to help you out. Just let us know what printer you're working with and what color shirts.
So I pulled this, this is actually one of a custom transfer print, and it was designed for shirts, but I'm just going to pop off the mermaid at part, so I'm just going to cut that off so it would fit better on my mouse pad, because I just like all these designs. We'll zoom in. Like all like little fun sea designs, little fun things.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to plop that on a mouse pad on my mermaid scale mouse pad.
Very fitting.
Macy, we are using our very own TransPro 15x15 heat press. This is model number MP998. $299. If you're a brand new customer, you can get the new customer special. If you purchase $399 worth of qualifying stock products, this baby could come down to $99 with free shipping and earning reward points.
And spending $399 is not as hard as you think.
Yes.
It is very easy. Once you start looking at everything you might need or want, or, you know, it's endless.
Just look at all the things you can do with Mousepads.
I know.
I mean, this is, you know, possibilities are endless here.
Now, Lisa, the quality of a transfer print that's coming out of your printer is going to be very different from
So awesome.
the custom transfers, because the custom transfers are using plastisol ink.
Look how cool that is. Stock or custom transfer onto sublimation print
On a
and-
mouse pad.
on a mouse pad.
Wow.
And it's super slick. You don't feel the custom transfer at all. So when you're moving around your mouse, it won't distract you or get in the way or peel up. It's on there. And it looks so cool.
Looks awesome.
So I'm just gonna bump it down again. We're gonna do vinyl now. So because we're done with that one. Yep.
They want to
Okay.
know the settings that you just used for
Oh,
that
I'm
one.
sorry. 325, 7 seconds for custom transfers. So that's why it was so fast.
Right.
Super easy.
You don't have to
But
wait
the
a minute.
touchback, Lisa, it's not of bad quality. It's not as great of a quality as a custom transfer with the plastisol ink. But if you're doing smaller runs, I would recommend doing the transfer paper because as you see, when you see these, they're all smooth, they're all bright, they're all vibrant. You know, it's still a good feel. Most of the people
Right.
don't like it's not as soft of a hand for the darker color shirts because it has that extra white backing on it. But I would recommend, if you haven't already, just test it out to see if it meets your liking.
And that's none of these like options are good or bad.
Right.
They're just what equipment you have. So if you're really into wanting to make mouse pads, inventory what you have. If you have an inkjet printer, order the JetPro paper. If you have a sublimation printer, you know, go ahead and make a print with your text print paper. If you only have vinyl and a vinyl cutter, then these are your next options.
Right.
Because we're gonna make a vinyl mouse pad for you.
And then there's always custom and stock screen prints that we offer as well, which work just as good.
And our mouse pads are, I think 9 1/4 by 7, 9 1/4
Wow.
by 7 3/4.
Man, so you got all the numbers, you got all the measurements. Jeez.
So when you're doing these, especially when you look for stock transfers, stay with the ones that are around that range.
Mhm.
If you don't have any of these other equipments and you really want to put a stock transfer on your mouse pad. So, you know, take that into consideration as well.
Charnette, the 15 by 15 size heat press is a very good heat press. It is our most
Absolutely.
popular starter press. And some people, even eventually down the line, if they upgrade, they still keep it as like their second machine.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to use and work with. And Lisa, I'm very happy to see you on here. She said it's good to see our faces since she talks to us so much.
Oh, very
It's good to have
nice.
you join the Facebook Live.
All right.
And Evis, you're right. I'll take that Monday off on the company.
Wait a minute. All right, so I'm just gonna put vinyl right on the top of this design. So we're gonna do it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And let me see my heat press. Ooh, I'm almost there. So we're drop like a couple more and just shut it back off. Do not do that at
No,
home.
no,
just
no.
wait and be patient. But I don't want you guys to sit here for an hour and a half.
Right.
You
We're a
know,
little pressed on
moving
time
my
for
heat
that.
press around. It probably wouldn't take that long, but
No.
you know.
And Sherry, all of our prices are at wholesale pricing because our main business is geared towards reselling. So, you know, we are assuming you have a business if you're signing up with an account with us. And that's why some of you may notice if you're already a customer, you had to sign off on a heat transfer agreement when you checked out.
So just to show you, this is, I'm just going to steal this one here. This is a double layer of vinyl. Caesar Easy Weed Vinyl Stretch. Caesar Easy Weed Vinyl Stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Thought I wasn't sure if I said that right or not.
You're good.
But double layer. So we did the green layer first, or the sea foam, whatever you want to call it, and then the pink layer on top. So you'd use the same application settings as you would for the vinyl that's on our website, and then you just apply it to a mouse pad.
And again, it's very soft, so your mouse won't get cut in it or stuck in it or anything like that while you're moving around and working.
And this is shirt vinyl, aka HTV,
Right.
aka heat transfer vinyl. So anytime it's applied with heat, it's a shirt vinyl. If it's something that's pressure applied with the squeegee and application tape, that would be the sign vinyl. The sign vinyl does not require the heat press.
And who doesn't want this one? Look how cool that is.
Just to remind you, you're that much closer to the weekend.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All
Like
right,
I
so
said, you ladies are killing it. I like that you're doing several versions, showing
Of
all the
course.
options.
yes, so sublimation, vinyl, last but not least.
Got it.
And perfect timing because we're running close to 12:45.
Oh my goodness.
We're at 12:40 because we
Man,
got to
time
get back
flies.
to answer the phone.
Absolutely. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, then I won't weed this one, but look how easy it is to weed. Well, go ahead.
All right.
You do that one. Put Bianca to work here,
Yeah.
right? All right, and then we are going to have.
Now, we actually use Mousepads, so we are really excited about
Yes.
this Facebook Live because we have new setups. So we needed some Mousepads, but they're just kind of going on the desk that we have
Yeah,
now.
just rubbing on the desk is, sometimes not okay.
We use Oracle when we're working with signed vinyls. We also use FDC as well.
Oh, I didn't adjust it. 10 seconds is what I need. I had 7. So we'll just wait a little bit.
And you do not need the stretch vinyl. Was that stretch vinyl you were using though?
Yeah, I use stretch.
But regular Easy Weed's okay as
Yeah,
well?
regular Easy Weed's fine. I only use the stretch because
Thinner.
I like the colors.
They have beautiful colors.
Sorry, but that's the reason. Like, there's really no other reason. There are like these like minty colors and like the brighter colors.
Seafoam, I think
Yeah.
is another
Yeah,
color.
they
It's
don't.
so pretty.
Caesar doesn't offer it in their standard Easy Weed, but they offer it in the stretch. And really, the only difference between the stretch and the Easy Weed is that the stretch is just slightly more of a matte finish instead of a semi-gloss. But it can still go on cottons,
really easy.
I
your
know.
standard
One
fabrics.
sheet.
It's not anything, the stretch, they advertise the stretch to go on like your really stretchy fabrics, your spandex, your polyesters that move, but they're not limited to just those. You could still go on cotton, on 100% polyester, things like that. So, don't limit yourself to just I have a cotton tee, so Easy
Right.
Weed's my only option. Stretch is perfectly fine, and the finished product.
So cute. I love that color.
So it's so nice, easy to do. All these mouse pads, pile them up.
Yep.
How many mouse pads do we make today?
Quite a few.
Like, what?
And in the matter of a couple minutes, just waiting for the heat press to go down in temperature. And it was awesome.
So let's sum it up here. We have sublimation print, 400 degrees. We did it for 30 seconds. We increased, we noticed that there's a little bit of haze on this
Right.
side. When you get that haze, it means that the sublimation ink did not fully release from your paper. Bump up your time. So we increased to 60 seconds then. 45 seconds probably would have been all right, but we wanted to make sure it was going to work. Increase your time, increase your pressure, and then you'll get a full transfer on your mouse pad. The next one we did, sublimation bottom with a custom transfer on top. Super nice, super easy to do.
Mhm.
If you have those, it's great when you're able to use one product for different elements. So if your customer ordered a t-shirt design and you want to give them as a bonus or as another option, if they're doing it for their business, just say, you know what? Here's a promotional item. I could also do this for you. This is a great way to sell more than one product to your customer. So you print them on a shirt, and then you're like, well, hey, did you see this mouse pad that I could make? So that's another option. Doesn't cost you anything more. You're still ordering the custom transfer.
Right.
Then we did sublimation with vinyl. So we used, this one was actually the Easy Weed Extra vinyl because I had black laying over from last week. So
Makes sense.
nothing special, but it's still printed and worked. Ow, hot heat press. I just hit my arm on that.
Oh no.
Ooh. Okay, so simple, easy, vibrant colors, sublimation with vinyl. Then we did 601 paper, inkjet for light colored fabric, simple, easy, 375, 30 seconds, and you have a finished transfer. Finished mouse pad. A stock transfer, Also, $3.75. 10 seconds, and done. Final.
Whoa.
That almost was
Lost another
it.
toe.
Burns, cuts.
Then we're going to lose a toe.
Still lost a toe from last week.
I know, because we have sandals on. That would have been bad. It's 95 here, and in this room, I feel like it's 150.
I feel like it's 110 outside,
this
too, with
heat
that
press.
humidity.
Okay, so vinyl on a mouse pad looks great, feels great. This is smooth. I
So
don't
smooth.
feel the vinyl. It doesn't affect it in any way. Your mouse will, go on it easily, and done. All that you can do with any product that you probably have lying around already. So do we have any other questions?
No, we covered everything.
Awesome.
And it is 12:45 on the dot.
How many viewers do we have today?
We have, well, now it's 64, but it was up a little bit higher. I want to say at one point we were at like 75.
Okay.
Awesome.
Don't
we
forget
forgot
to share.
tell them to share too.
We did. We did in the beginning, but
We're
we
just
should've-
so excited. This
I
was a
know.
fun project.
So don't forget to share. Thanks for watching, or thanks for visiting us
Tuning
today.
in,
Yes.
as always.
During your lunch. And if you have any questions, we are always reachable through email, phone, chat, any option. We're
Right.
here for you.
Even
So-
Facebook comments. If you have a question, we'll get back to you.
And make sure that you give us some insight as to what you'd want to learn through these Facebook Lives. We have a full list already, but what you want to see is important for us.
Absolutely.
So let us know, and we will make sure that we do it for you.
And we're always looking for new ideas, too.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.